All right, geometry kids. You're doing this on your own because it's pretty easy to do, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. All right, so day 3 is types of angles, and hopefully you already know all of these words. We're just reviewing a little bit, okay? So we have acute angles. Acute angles are between 0 and 90. I'm going to slide down here to the pictures as I talk about them. So we've got our acute angles. Those are all the ones that are between 0 and 90. Okay, they're the smaller ones. And do you see the little red mark in there? That shows that that's the part that I'm looking for. When I put a little mark in like this, that means that's the one I'm looking for. So that angle is between 0 and 90. And then we have, of course, the obtuse one. That's the one that's between 90 and 180. So anywhere between 90 and 180. 90, of course, you know, is a right angle. Okay, and we call those two lines perpendicular. Okay, down a little bit is the symbol for perpendicular. Perpendicular, if I want the symbol, it's just an upside down T. So maybe you know that already, maybe you don't. That's in the writing later on. A reflex angle is greater than 180. But we hardly ever talk about a reflex angle, so we don't even really care about them, but I thought I'd throw that in there. And then a straight angle is exactly 180. And it's hard to tell that it's a straight angle because you don't really get to see the vertex. The vertex would be in here somewhere. I don't know if you can see me drawing that. I obviously can't get it in the middle, but that would be a straight angle. And we know that straight angles, straight lines, they make 180 degrees, and we know that right angles or perpendicular lines, they make 90 degrees, and that's kind of a big deal. Okay, so some things we can't assume. Don't assume anything. The directions, the words should tell you what they are, and don't assume your straight line or collinear unless you're told, okay, because that's super huge. We got to be told. So as I look at this example, and this is algebra thrown in with geometry, notice it says that ABC is a straight line. So we know that those two angles are going to make 180 degrees. Tomorrow, day 4, we talk about those being called supplementary, but we don't talk about that today. We just know that they're all going to add up to 180. Okay? So when I do this, I just have to add these two. I have 8x from here and x plus 27 from here, and they're going to add up to be 180. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to combine my like terms of 8x plus x being 9x. So 9x plus 27 is 180. I'm going to subtract 27 from both sides, and I'm going to have 9x equals 153, I think. And then I'm going to divide by 9. So x is going to equal, what is that? 6317, I think. So, and then it helped to solve for x. Find x. Notice we didn't have to go back and find either of the angles, but we had to just find x. Okay, again, don't assume that things are going to work out correctly. Sometimes I take pictures and they're not really to scale, so just make sure you're following the algebra. Okay, now this one, notice we're told some information, but we don't have it in words. And the big thing is to see the little square here. Make sure you're looking at the picture. That little square means that those two angles add up to 90 degrees, right? Okay, so if I draw on my picture, it says angle PMQ. PMQ, that's this angle over here, is supposed to be 42 degrees. So don't be afraid to draw on it. Find the measure of angle NMP. And you got different colors, so go ahead and use them. NMP. That's this one up here. That's the one we don't know. But we know that x and 42 add up to 90. Remember, those are called complementary. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So subtract 42, subtract 42. So x is equal to 48. But notice Yeah, and then find the angle NMP, which happens to be X in this case. Okay? All right, so now we're given some other fun stuff. I'm going to erase this because I can. And it says angle NMP is twice the measure of angle PMQ. So I would say that angle oops, that didn't work right. Okay, so when I do this, this is a little harder. I know one is twice as big as the other. So one of them is going to be X, and one of them is going to be 2X, right? So which one is X and which one is 2X? That's the question, right? Because it does make a difference because I'm looking for angle NMP. It's only going to be one of them. So angle NMP is twice angle PMQ. So ask yourself, is NMP the bigger one or the smaller one? Right? And so this is going to be angle PMQ is going to be X, and angle NMP is going to be 2X because it says it's twice as big as the other one. So if this one is X, then the other one is 2X. Now, what do you know about X and 2X in the picture? They add up to 90. So 3X equals 90. So divide by 3, X equals 30. So NMP, remember I said NMP was 2X. So that means that NMP is going to be twice 30, or 60. Okay? All right. So we'll have some more of those to practice for the homework. And then here's our definition for perpendicular. Two lines or parts of lines are said to be perpendicular if they form right angles. That's huge. Perpendicular lines form right angles. The symbol for perpendicular is the upside down T. All right. Well, good luck. Practice the homework because I see day 4 there, so I don't want to go any farther. Bye.